everyone, today I'm going to share a story. My very funny dad. My very funny dad. My clock's alarm rang loud and clear. The sun began to rise. As I sat up, my dad walked in, a twinkle in his eyes. "Our bell is late," he said mid-yawn. "Was up all night, you see. I wondered where the sun had gone, but then it dawned on me. You see, my dad is quite a guy. I sure do love him tons. There's just one thing you need to know. He tells a lot of puns. I like got dressed to go to school and came downstairs to eat. So quiet when you walk, he said, with sneakers on your feet. I poured a bowl of cereal and sat down in my chair. I noticed something very strange and couldn't help but stare. My dad was standing with his plates, but only on one leg. A balanced breakfast, he explained, while chewing on his eggs. I forced a laugh and made a sigh, but had no time to fuss. I grabbed my books and hugged in time, then ran out to the bus. Fussing from where I started class, the puns just wouldn't stop. When I took out my science book, a note poked out the top. My dad had doodled Earth and Mars, and that was not the worst. He wrote, "Let's go to outer space, but we must plan it first." When I got home, my mom was there. "How was your day?" she asked. Before I spoke, my dad rushed in, unkempt and breathing fast. A trough of grapes was much to blame, for just how late I am. They'll spill out onto the road and caused a traffic jam. My mom just smirked and rolled her eyes and then pinched it on the cheek. Just how did he come up with this? Was everything a pun? I couldn't dwell as it was time to get my homework done. I asked my dad for help with math. His face lit up with glee. "Of course," he said. 10 fingers spread. Can always count on me." I did some problems carefully and solved them in one try. He grabbed the shapes and put them on, and all I asked was, "Why?" "Because you're bright," he proudly came. As I let out a groan, I thanked him for his help, but said, "I'll do this on my own." "Please, no more puns," I kindly asked. "You think like they're amusing. I love you, Dad. I really do. But someone just confusing." I thought like he might get upset, or maybe walk away. But instead, he rubbed my head and simply said, "Okay." The evening passed. I cleaned and read. We played the family games. No punchlines, jokes, or play some words. It wasn't quite the same. I brushed my teeth, then hopped in bed, and as I wondered more, I thought of all those silly puns like he had told before. Like every time he shredded cheese and said, "I'm doing great." I must admit, they sometimes make me smile. He tucked me in and kissed my head as he began to leave. I shouted out a big surprise that he would not believe. "Hey, Dad, I bet you know." And that let out a roar. A dinosaur that falls asleep becomes a dinosaur. He stopped and slowly turned around, amazed as one can be. The clever plumber he just here had come from, that's right, me. I took a tiny bow. We shake, "I love yous," and I laughed when he said, "Good night." I saw a twinkle in his eyes as he turned out the light. The end.
演说时间4分09秒。